Hi, hello, welcome to BEL English. This is an opportunity provided by a Australian company in specific to technical resources in mechanical line where they are looking for fitters and machinists for whom they can provide a sponsorship visa and visa transfer facility. And this company is located in Geraldton, west of Australia. And before we get into the details of this particular job posting, if you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell button next to it so that you'll receive regular video updates on daily basis. And do follow us on Instagram and Facebook. I've given the pages link on the below description box. This company, GHS Solution, is one of a reputed company into machining industry, infrastructure, mining, and construction sector located in west of Australia, and their services are extending all over Australia. And they have almost 3 decades of experience and knowledge in providing comprehensive, cost-effective, and innovative solutions that benefits their clients. And their success are attributed to their professional and delivering high quality outcomes safely, on time, and on budget. So that's where they are currently. And this company is looking for full-time permanent position and immediate starter or immediate joiner at their on-site work and workshop work. So people who are much of exposure, who have much of exposure in fitting machinist job can actually apply for this particular position. They are encouraging the Australian citizens. Besides, they also ask for people who are seeking sponsorship work visa and who are with existing visa looking for a job change can also apply for this particular job. The key features of this job posting, this specific job is join a family oriented rapidly growing company. So that's what they have mentioned. It's a family oriented growing company. It's a coastal based company where you will live in a lifestyle rich location, and the professional team would actually makes you more comfortable to work with. And the sponsorship visa of 482 is being given, and even if you are having it with another employer, you can always opt for this job for your visa transfer. And the salary $75,000 to $1,25,000 per annum. So it's like 75 to $125,000 per annum. It's all Australian dollars. So the purpose of this position is GHS has an existing opportunity for experienced fitter machinist for on-site as well as around Geraldton area. Okay, so they have a workshop in Geraldton. So they are looking for someone to help them and work on their workshop as well as certain sites around the Geraldton area. So the geographical coverage would be west of Australia. It's a Western Australia where the Geraldton is located. So that's where you're going to work. License requirement would be trade certificate. You should have a valid trade certificate for fitter and machinist. Construction industries white card. It's a certification which you are supposed to do in specific to the construction industry when you are going to work in Australia. Current police clearance obtained within 12 months. So you have to opt for a police clearance certificate, and that has to be not older than 12 months from the date you apply. Other abilities which the employers do mention here is working unsupervised. So you have to be a guy with great integrity and you have to work even if someone is not monitoring or looking at you. So work in a team environment, which is very important, where you'll have multiple teams spread across and you would be interacting with them, get around with them, maneuver and get things completed. It's all about mingling with people in order to get your work accomplished. Mining experience would also be preferred. If you do have any additional mining experience, that would be of great use here. So ability to pass pre-employment medical and drug alcohol test. Of course, you are supposed to clear the test, you would be undergoing certain medical testings along with the drug and alcohol test. So you have to clear them. If you are all set, if you are about to apply for the job, please do visit the job link which I have given on the below description box. So I have given the detail on the below description box. So you are supposed to go through the link and you have to click apply now button on the post. So once you click apply now on the post, you will be routed to this particular application where you are supposed to fill in your details for completing your application. And here is what, like, it's your first name and your family name, email address. People who would have already gone through certain posts similar to these kind of job posting would have already seen these kind of applications. I would have explained it already. So if you do have knowledge, you can very well go access the link and try applying for yourself. Or people who are new, you can watch the video and see how the application is being completed. So the email address has to be a valid email address. You have to make sure you give a valid email, because that's where the employer is going to reach you back. It has to be a valid and the one which you are using most recently, and you have to constantly check for your emails. And the contact phone number along with the country code, you can mark them here. All the countries are mentioned. Make sure you select your country code and then your 10-digit mobile number. So, and if at all you are okay with receiving the SMS. So if you're okay with receiving the SMS, you can check box it. If not, you can uncheck. So another alternate mobile, if you do have any alternate mobile, do select it here along with the country code. And then your postal address, again, that's with the country code here. I'm sorry, with the country selection here, you have to write in your complete postal address, and then your resume. This is most important part where you would be attaching your resume. So that could be either copy pasted from a document which you have, or you can upload from your computer. Or if you have any online like social media profile, you can try to link them over here through LinkedIn, Facebook. And if you also have them on a cloud account, Dropbox or any other cloud account, on Drive, and then Pinterest, you can actually link them so that will get uploaded. So make sure the files are on the specified format and within the size limit given. And about your availability, you have to select how about your availability for weekly, fortnightly, or every 4 weeks. So whichever availability, like whichever time you are available, you are supposed to mark them here. So if you are like open for all the hours, you can just set all simply. So if you don't have to mention that, you can just select one by one manually. Even you can do. So you have to use these options. And about your salary expectations, you have to mention it here, like how much you are going to expect every year. So though the employer has given like $75,000 to $125,000 a year, so even if you have certain things as an expectation, you are free to mention it here. So people who has much experience and more skill sets than the employer is looking for are obviously going to receive more if they demand more. So that's how it's going to be. It's a competitive job opportunity where everyone, like across globe, it's open. So people from different parts and different skill sets would actually apply for it. It's the leverage of employer to decide whom has to be recruited. So based on his expectation and along with his financial thing, he'll just try to come up with selecting candidates. So just be cautious while you give your expectations over here. And language, yeah, of course you can mark whatever language you know besides English. English is mandatory over here because it's English speaking country. You are supposed to have a good command over the language in order to make your conversation, interact with your employer, interact with your colleagues, and also to have good sort of a rapport with other peoples around you. And you're going to relocate over there. Again, you're going to live there. Without language, it's pretty hard to manage with day-to-day activities, and you won't be able to go through the visa process itself. So you're supposed to have good command over the language. So besides that, if you do have any other language as your second or third language, if you do know more number of language, you can mark them, like you can just select those languages which you know. And about your working experience, you have to mention it here. So if you are new for this employment opportunity of, or is this, if this is your first job, you can mark it like I'm new to workforce, which automatically hides the actual work experience section itself. So if you do have any experience, mark them here, mention it, explain about your employer, industry, your referees, and about the reason for leaving, etc. And if you want to add more, you can click add work history. That will add another box for adding your experience about your employers, previous employers. And about your education, you can mention it here. So you have to give your education details, country where you studied, course, and what was the qualification. And if you have more qualifications or certifications, you can still add more with add education history. So this is, yeah, you can remove them as well if you don't have, if you accidentally added them. So once that is done, this is the most important yes no type of question, where you are supposed to select either yes or no for all these questions. You have yes or no at the right extreme corner of each question, so you are not able to see it on the display right now, but yeah, you have got it over the right of this question. Go to your right. Once you see this question, you just select them either yes or no. So will your referee confirm? It's all about your job history and confirming if your referees would actually validate the credentials you have given. So your previous employers or referees, or your like educational referees, has to actually validate your credentials. So they'll be cross checking it as a background verification, where would they be able to confirm on your experience? Would they be able to confirm on your interpersonal skills and communication? And do you consider you confirm with our philosophy of being ready, responsive, and reliable? So like, how about your intention, like how about your thoughts about on their philosophy of being ready, responsive, and reliable? And would your referee confirms that you are a team player? And how about your work with minimum supervision? So those kind of things. And then it's a section where it validates your credibility, which you have mentioned. So do you hold a trade certificate? So do you have Australian qualification? And how about police clearance and pre-employment, like ongoing drug alcohol testing? Do you hold a license? So those kind of questions related to your job is being asked here. And will you be relocating or live in Geraldton, and are you legally entitled to work over there? And about your documentations and previous employment work history, and willing availability to start immediately. And how about you willing to start within 4 weeks? Yeah, of course, they wanted someone who can join them immediately, even shorter, as much as 4 weeks they are asking for. And once everything is selected, you have to give your acknowledgement stating that all these details are true to your knowledge. So once that is done, click the submit application, and that ends the process. You have made your application successfully, and wait for the results to turn up from the employer. I guess I've covered enough information over here about this job posting. So before I sign off, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Definitely this will be of great help for them during these times. Most of the people in these sector have already lost their jobs and livelihoods. So this might be a life-changing job opportunity for them. So follow us on Instagram and Facebook. I have given the link on the below description box. And most importantly, for this job post, I have given the link on the below description box. Again, I'm saying it. So you have application link over there. So you can click apply now, and then go ahead with filling in your application and finish it off with submitting that. So all the best, guys. See you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.